chiefs and elders of the Welangi village community, my fellow Fijians, Bula Vinaka, and a very good morning to you all. I'm delighted to be in Welangi this morning to mark a very important occasion in the life of this community, the opening of an evacuation center that is designed to keep you safe in the event of natural disaster. Like every Fijian, we have all lived through some traumatic events over the years, including Cyclone Thomas in 2010 and most recently Hurricane Evan at the end of 2012. And we need to be ever vigilant about potential threats in every hurricane season. Today, in fact, we are closely monitoring and watching a low pressure system near the Solomons that we are being warned to develop into a cyclone. Let's hope that we are spared yet another event, but we need to be ready for them when they happen. We all know too well how these events unfold, the apprehension and the fear as the storm approaches, the intense effort to prepare, the terror as it hits, the destruction and the heartbreak and the massive cleanup that follows. To this day, I thank God for sparing us any deaths, during Hurricane Evan, and the intense pain that was inflicted on some of our island neighbors. And to this day, I also remain grateful to those Fijians who come to the aid of their fellow citizens in the aftermath of the storm, and especially the wonderful men and women of the RFMF. Many parts of Fiji suffered during Thomas and even here in Welangi. We suffered more than most. A low-lying community deeply vulnerable to flooding and the kind of storm surges that often accompany these terrible events. But you survived, you rebuilt what you could, and the spirit of a community remains strong. There's nothing any government can do to spare you from the full force of storms and floods. But what we can do is to help you make the necessary preparations to keep you safe and reduce the risk of death and injury. This evacuation center is designed to be a refuge in times of crisis, a sanctuary where you can bring your families and ride out these events together. It is about solidarity, it is about teamwork, it is about banding together to keep ourselves safe, protecting our children and the elderly, making the necessary preparations. Because the key to survival is that old Scouts motto, to be prepared. From today, we are better prepared here in Welangi, but we must never take our safety for granted. I would like to say that the future for every Fijian is now more secure in times of natural disaster, but unfortunately, this isn't the case. In fact, we are being warned by our scientists and other experts that if anything, the risk to us is increasing in the form of extreme weather events and rising sea levels. The world's climate is changing, and not for the better. And it is especially dangerous for those of us living in small lying islands, developing states in the Pacific. The factories of the big developing, big industrialized nations are spewing carbon emissions into the atmosphere that are heating up the Earth's atmosphere. That heating is causing the ice caps to melt, and of course the sea levels to rise. But instead of cutting the carbon emissions enough to stop the heating and the sea from rising, the developed nations are refusing to do so. And as I keep telling them every now and then, they are being extremely selfish. They are putting their own interests and the jobs of their workers before those of us living in vulnerable small island communities. It is good enough, and it has to stop, because communities like yours are slowly going under. It is even worse in places like Kiribati, Tuvalu, and the Marshall Islands. In 50 years or so, these countries may no longer exist. and we may have to give up some of these people homes in Fiji. Give some of these people homes in Fiji, because we will never turn our back on our island neighbors. Just as we will never turn our backs on you in Melangi and the more than 600 communities in Fiji directly threatened by climate change. Fiji is doing everything it can in partnership with other Pacific countries and other small island states around the world to get the big carbon polluters to wake up to the fact that the whole world is at risk. It's a bit like that story in the Bible about David and Goliath. We are David and they are Goliath, and unfortunately we are up against it. But we are determined to keep fighting, because the future of whole communities like yours is at stake. As well as trying to get the international community to listen, we are also doing what we can here in Fiji to prepare ourselves for the worst. And that is why this center is so very important. We built it at the request of the local community, and I'm pleased to say that we were able to meet that request. And I want to thank everyone involved in getting the project off the ground. Your community has provided $10,000 to contribute to the $188,000 provided by government. So I also say to all of you for that contribution. You are taking responsibility for yourself and not just looking to the government, and that is highly commendable. Of course, it is just an evacuation center, but a multi-purpose facility. Because of its location and structure, this center can be converted to be a medical facility, a place of learning for kindergarten, and a venue for evening study for more than 100 students. And now, I have great pleasure in declaring the Melangi Evacuation Center open.
Yes,